What's going on, guys? Bank Rubber Games here, more Elden Ring and the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. Last episode when we left off, it was a really fun episode. We carried on making our way through the Shadow Keep. There's some tough enemies here as well, so it was fun facing off against those guys. We also bumped into a couple of NPCs to sort of advance their quests a little bit. Last episode we did pick up an item here, the Secret Rites Scroll, and I have a feeling that this goes to Ansbach, or however you say his name, down the bottom. But yeah, it was a really fun episode, last episode, so I do recommend going back and watching that if you haven't seen it. It's a really cool area, and yeah, I'm really enjoying exploring it actually. And a lot of the enemies we're facing off against are quite easy, where some enemies are definitely a lot harder. And yeah, it's a good mix. It's just nice exploring it. I think it looks really cool as well.
What could they possibly have in mind for the implications are rather... Well, what's this? Yes, I should have known. Even the truth was itself mere folly. As if using Lord Moog to gain entrance to the land of Shadow were not enough, he plans to use his corpse as the vessel of his king consort. He has forsaken Lord Moog's soul. He desires only his empty shell. It beggars belief, but I'm afraid Tender Mikula fails to grasp the humiliation implied by this act. One thing is certain. My dear lord deserved better.
So it seems like Mikkel is actually the one that's stolen Moog's cadaver, which is interesting. And again, I'm getting the sense that Mikkel isn't this all-loving saint that he's sort of made out to be.
Righteous Tarnished, you have given me the answers I needed, but I can hardly fathom it. Such folly. Unto the end. I am a warrior, but I've aged. I cannot afford to act hastily. Curse it all. I know my limits. I could spend the rest of my life honing my craft, and still that creature would be out of my blade's reach.
Seems like this guy is wanting some revenge for yeah, what happened to his previous master. Again, I think it's a good idea that we don't tell him that we actually took him out.
The absolute folly of Freya, by the gods. She must be feeling the need to reaffirm her allegiance before she heads to war. A true Redmane she is, hardly troubled by the rot. Righteous Tarnished, could you please give this to Freya? Thanks to you, she too will have the answer she requires. Yes. I can see her barreling into the fray right now. Perhaps but this is the only way I can help. Perhaps I shouldn't meddle in her. Perhaps this is the only way I can...
Very mysterious that he's not letting us see what's on the letter. It's only right that we give it to her.
I'm afraid I'm busy, truly. I should have asked Ansbach. From Sir Ansbach? To me? What on earth could it... Oh. Yes. Of course. I see. As the Festival of War concluded, General Radahn's soul met an honorable end, but kindly Mikula wishes to revive it, which is fine by me. I know it would pain old Jeren, but war has always suited General Radahn best, and certainly far more than any honorable death. Endless war to invigorate the soul, as befits General Radahn, the Great Lion. Thank you. Now I finally cast off my misgivings. Give my regards to Honorable Ansbach. Tell him, if we should meet in battle, to face your bow would be fine enough, but to face your blade would be an honor.
Quite a cool looking shield there. It's got a improved shield bash for its weapon art, which sounds pretty cool. Actually does pretty decent damage.
Brave warrior. Perhaps next time, we too will meet on the battlefield. Brave warrior.
Looks like Ansbach has moved on. So that seems to be all the sort of story, you know, all the quests we can advance here. And as you can see, these guys are quite powerful, and they gave us some trouble last episode, which is quite funny. So yeah, this did do what I thought. Now it turns it round. And there is that item down there that's hanging off that cadaver, and yeah, I was really curious about how to get it. Well, it looks like we've found how to get it. Hopefully I might actually travel down a little bit, hopefully skip some of the more annoying enemies. I think we've gone too high. I can't actually remember. Oh, I know how to get down there. Quite a lot of backtracking. I don't mind that so much. So I think that item should be on the floor above us. Yep. But we do have this guy to take on first. Maybe he gives me a chance. Very tough enemies, I find. And that is a Peldrake talisman. That's non-physical damage absorption. Very cool. Again, you know, it's quite a specific use scenario. There's still a door or an area that we haven't been able to get to. Just need to remember where it is. I think I'm too high. Something, and that's what I'm trying to think of. Yeah, still no idea. Just have to keep a lookout as we make our way back up. Yeah, that is actually as far as we can go. Where that body is that we used as a platform, the one that we got the Peldrake talisman for, to make it up here originally. There are a few bat enemies, along with a very annoyingly placed fire knight. I Nothing new here at the moment. Can't see anything there. Don't know if it's worth dropping down, so I can't see anything else changing. There is a ladder out there. Where'd that come from? There's a ladder over there that I've only just noticed, but I'm guessing that can only be accessed from above there, where that fire knight is. So I think the only way we can sort of progress or explore is that platform there that came to us. So may as well see if there is actually anything here for us to pick up. Clear out these guys, make sure they don't throw a fireball at us that knocks us off the sort of platform in the middle. I think we've actually made a decent chunk of runes actually. Been a little while since we've had to do some platforming. Site of Grace over there. No idea how to get to it though, because it's in a completely different area. definitely more to explore out here still. Unless there's a site of grace somewhere near here. At least we know there's a follow attack to that sweep. I'll meet you guys back here. Another Rush of War there, very cool. Let's have a look at this armour. Enhances Fire Knight skills. Pretty cool. Looks quite cool as well. Sounds pretty good. There was another Rush of War. Flame Skewer. That sounds pretty cool as well. But yeah, I'm thinking there might be a site of grace here that we can rest at. And then if we pull the lever again to turn it back round, travel up to this site of grace, and that will give us somewhere to jump down to get those other items, maybe. But we've got another Shadow Tree fragment. So yes, there is a site of grace. I'm guessing this is going to be a boss. That's not what I wanted to do. I really hope I can back out. Nope.
Mongrel intruder. That tarnished, it seemeth. Mother, wouldst thou truly lordship sanction in one so bereft of life? Yet, my purpose standeth unchanged. Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death. In the embrace of Mesmer's flame.
So yeah, looks like it's actually Mesmer. Very cool. Did not expect to be bumping into him so soon. I think though, as much as I do want to take this guy on, I think I'm actually going to sort of forfeit this fight and save him for later and do a bit more story.
Restricted the grace of God, shadow of death. In the embrace of Mesmer's flame.
Very cool intro cutscene though. Awesome. Looks like he has some crazy moves. Yeah, like I said, I was trying to read the message and then ended up going through opening the door, which I didn't want to do. But I want to test out my theory about that lever. I hope that Fire Knight doesn't respawn. These guys seem to really hate the candlestick holders. Oh, just can't pull that lever again. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to come back to that one. Yeah, I honestly didn't expect that to be Mesmer so soon, because there's still a lot of DLC areas we've yet to explore. We haven't even found the map for this one, so I might leave Mesmer for a bit. Good to know that the Fire Knight doesn't respawn there. So what's this area to jump down to? I thought it was somewhere we'd already been before, but it isn't. Penetrable thorns. There's a sorcery. Even though this is labelled as an incantation. I found a lot of the DLC sort of spells have done that. They've been labelled as an incantation and actually been a sorcery, or been labelled as a sorcery and actually been an incantation. So I don't know if that's like a little oversight there. And it also has a faith requirement. Let's see if that can be cast from a what are they called? No, here's a yeah, very strange. I feel like trying some other incantation. Can't see anything else that's new. Maybe that. No, it doesn't actually seem that great. Did pick up a Fire Knight's short sword, which is actually a dagger. Looks cool though. Annoying that it doesn't have a unique Ash of War. I think may as well go here, just to remind us of the boss. I'm going to put a marker actually here, well that's obvious. So yeah, I do want to leave Mesmer because like I said, there's a lot more DLC to explore, and I assumed he was going to be the final boss of the DLC, but then it doesn't seem like that's the case, with the fact that there's been mentioning of Radahn's and the stealing of Mohg's corpse and things like that. So no idea what's going on, because I was aware of the final boss of the DLC because of the patch that we got, but I still thought we'd face Mesmer much later, thinking about it. But yeah, looking at how long this episode has been, I think here's a good place to wrap it up, and then I'm going to decide where we're going to be heading next episode. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode and been enjoying the series so far. If you have been enjoying the series, make sure to like and subscribe for more, and then that way you won't miss out on anything. I've definitely enjoyed exploring this area. It's probably my favourite area of the DLC so far. Also, let me know down in the comments below if there's anything else you want me to show off, or anything you think I've missed. But thanks again for watching. Always appreciate having you guys here, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.